joining me for this reading. If you're catching it after the live, take a look at the description box below. That's where the timestamps are. Don't be sending me no notes. They're in the description box. Thank you everyone for joining me. Thank you so much for being here. Let's figure out this lighting situation. Ooh, she's cute in the turquoise. My Tammy is here. Okay, all right, during your lunch break. Okay, Tammy, thank you for joining me during your lunch break. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Oh, no. Oh. It's going through. Hold on. The lights are doing the lights. That's good. We can go with that. That works for today. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Hey, Nikki. Hello. Good afternoon, Tam Tam. Hello. Welcome in, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you guys. Hey, guys. As you're coming in, please head on over to the like button and hit that like button. Hey, Beverly Hills. Hey, Miss Debbie. Hey, Red Birdie. Hello, Sarah. I just hear Sarah. Who's Sarah? Oh, the Labyrinth. What puppet am I hearing saying Sarah? I think it's the big guy, whatever the big guy's name. I just read Sarah and I heard his name, or him say your name. Sarah. I think he says, no, he doesn't talk. I don't know what I'm here though. Hello. Wait, does he talk? Hold on. Sarah, you got me distracted, but we're going to get started at 5 minutes. Ugh. I'm trying to figure out. I just so happened. Ooh. Are you pulling me, Sarah? Are you pulling me to these labyrinth cards? I sure hope not. Because these are not easy to read at all. Guys, we're going to get started 5 minutes in. Oh, Sarah came and joined the party and got me called to the magician. Hey, Jared. Who says Sarah like that? I'm here, guys. I'm in a squirrel moment. Y'all come on in. Say hi to everyone. Say hi to me down in the comments. I will say hi back to you. We're going to get started in 5 minutes. I'll let everybody know what it is that we's doing today. I got a full-on squirrel moment. You know, I have not been diagnosed with ADD, but I'm telling you, if there is a spectrum, I am on it. I've been swinging back and forth on that spectrum. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. Hello, 14 carats. See, I tell you, I read words and I hear songs. Is my Wendy darling in the house? Everyone give Wendy a round of applause for being the most awesomest moderator in the whole world. Stevie Nicks. Oh my God. Wendy, have you ever been to a Stevie Nicks or Fleetwood concert? That sounds like so much fun. I guess I wasn't able to find him. But anyways, I know I'm hearing it from the Labyrinth. So there was a reason. Maybe I'll have to do my own personal reading with these cards later. But these Labyrinth cards, I don't know if anybody reads tarot or collects tarot. I got these because they looked cool, but they are, no offense, but they are just not so good. Sometimes when people create their own tarot cards, they take away like the traditional suit of cards and they make their own suit, and it just doesn't register. I can read tarot with playing cards, but when you start incorporating like bulbs, bowls, bobs, and gizmos aplenty, I get so confused. I love that sticker. A Fleetwood Mac concert would be divine. That would be awesome. Hey, who did I miss? The Wanderer. Hello, The Wanderer. Okay, guys. We're going to get started here in a couple minutes. We've stopped doing these lives twice a week because your girl has other things going on for the time being. And I used to be a habitual multitasker, but the bitch in me won't let me do that anymore. The bitch in me is telling me to take myself more seriously. So that bitch wins. Yeah, okay, so the villains, so is the villains card like that too, Red Birdie? Because I've been wanting to get the villains card, but I'm like, ugh. Okay. All right, guys. We's gonna get started. Me. I have been singing all day. I have been singing all day, which is weird because, guys, I did not sleep last night. My Lord, in all of heaven. The death and the moon card. Exactly. I did not sleep last night. Okay. Is witchcraft. Oh, no. Oh, but guess what? I'm not a witch, baby. In no way, shape, or form. Let me tell you this. There are a lot of witches that watch me, and they don't fucks with me. So you better be careful in this forum, okay? You better be careful. I am not a witch, though. Taurus gang in the house. Thank you, Wendy. Okay, guys, this is what we're doing. Okay, you're going to need to know the person's birthday-ish or birthday month or zodiac, at least their sun sign, because I am going to be pulling on how this other person feels about you. A singing tarot, I pretty much do that normally. How this other person feels about you, okay? It does not need to be romantic. If you've got a Scorpio mom and you got a Scorpio boo thing, one or the other might come through the Scorpio reading. If you've got a Scorpio who has passed on, sometimes they be coming through too. So, open heart, open mind. Again, if you don't exactly know what their zodiac sign is, but you think you know about when they were born, take a look at the description box below because I got everything broken down right there. Okay, guys, I'm out of breath. I feel like I just went for a run. Is somebody running? Is somebody running watching this? Watch out. You be careful. Watch the road. Watch your feet in front of you. You don't want to trip on nothing, because I might make you laugh and I might make you cry, baby. So just be careful, whatever it is that you are doing. Yeah, somebody's running. Hold on. We're going to start with Aries and we're going to go to Pisces for those in the house that are dealing with the Aries. And I know I got plenty of Aries in the house cross-watching, so y'all just let me know how I do, okay, boo? We got Leo in the house. We got Taurus in the house. We got heavy Capricorn. And I said Scorpio, so there must be, and Cancer, honey. Leo, let's go. All right. All right, let's start with Aries, guys. Spirit, thank you so much for bringing me here. Allow me to deliver a clear and concise message underneath your protection, your love. Guide me towards delivering this message. Should anything negative come up, immediately return it to sender. I don't want it on me. I don't want it in my household, and I don't want it on the viewers. My Rose is in the house. Hi, Rose. Hello, boo. All right, it's taken long enough. I love you guys. Thank you for joining me. Are you ready? And action. Let's see. Those dealing with an Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, take it as it resonates, guys. This is their feelings towards you. Those dealing with the Aries, it does not have to be romantic. My intention is to provide you with some clarity. Let's see what's going on between Aries and the person that's watching this video for them. Cavern of Secrets. Aries don't want you to see something. Unveil the hidden secrets within the shadowy depths of enlightenment. Aries don't want you to know what's going on behind their closed door. They closed the door for a reason. They will be vulnerable with whomever it is that they feel they need to be vulnerable for. This is not murky water, it's clear water. But for whomever is watching this, the door is slightly closed. You see that there's still an opening into the cave. That is Aries energy. What would Aries say to this person if they could? If they were being completely honest with themselves and me, what would Aries say to this person right here and right now? Hold on, I'm shaking. Jesus, what is going on? I feel like you can see right through me. Ugh. It is a cavern filled with clear water. Synchronicity. I feel like you can see right through me. What? Oh, we got another card. I want to talk to you, but I don't know what to say. I don't know if okay, I want to talk to you, but I feel like it's more like it depends on what you say. Is really what I'm getting from Aries. So I feel like you can see right through me. I want to talk to you, but I don't know what to say. Let's see some more information about how Aries feels about you. The King of Swords, clear thinking, intellectual, powerful, truthful, the Ace of Wands. Just waiting on you. The Knight of Wands in the reverse. Just waiting on you. That's how Aries feels about you. Just waiting on you. Oh, I don't see you yet. Where are you? You haven't taken any action towards me. There is some action to be taken, but you haven't taken any action towards me. What's going on? The Queen of Cups in the reverse. Okay, so here it is, boo. You're dealing with an Aries who has backed up. And the energy is still open, but there's a lot of there are a lot of emotions. But the thing is, the longer and longer this separation happens, this non-action happens, the clearer and clearer, remember that clear water card came up, the clearer and clearer Aries becomes about their heart space, about what they want in their heart space, about who they want in their heart space, all right? When I see this King of Swords pop up, this is telling me that whomever the Aries was dealing with had a hard time connecting the dots with emotions. And Aries is, we might be like, in your face. We might be like, say something in your face. We might be the first person to be in your face. We may seem super courageous, super outgoing. But let me tell you something. We are emotion-filled animals, okay? So if you're coming to an Aries without your emotions realized or corrected or available, then that's exactly what Aries does. They back up. Because the first thing an Aries wants to do is pour into you, especially if they see potential, right? But the thing is that Aries will see, like Aries, Scorpio, and Pisces will see potential almost immediately. And Aries is a cardinal sign, and they're like, come on, let's take our potential and work together. Let's rule the world. What are we going to do today, brain? We're going to take over the world, right? And if you're not trying to come along with your emotions either, then they're going to back up. The Queen of Cups in the reverse. What Aries is trying to overcome in this backup space is emotional attachment issues for a lot of them. Codependency, that's what the Queen of Cups in the reverse is, and emotional insecurity. So essentially, Aries is trying to learn how to fill their own cup. Let's get you some advice, those who are attached to an Aries. Get you some advice for those who are attached to an Aries. There's no ill will. They don't have time for the ill will these days. Just so that you know, there's no ill will. No, in no way, shape, or form. There is no ill will. Now, for some of you guys who are attached to an Aries that I'm not talking to, for some of you guys, this is how Aries feels. Just like that. Whatever that means to you. But for this particular person, there's no ill will. Am I wrong? Did y'all catch what I did? Am I wrong? Advice for those people. That wasn't for everybody. That was just for a select few. All right. For those, somebody said, oh, Wendy said, boom. Oh, the star card. For those dealing with an Aries. Let me sing you a song, okay? For those dealing with an Aries. Do I sing it? I don't know if I'm gonna sing it. Listen, Barbara Streisand wrote it. Diana Ross covered it. Barbara sang it too, but she says in this song that she wrote, and here's only part of it. She's like, I love my man, he'll never know it. All my life, I've been a spare, but I don't care. When my man holds me in his arms, the world seems bright and all right. What's the use of me saying I'll go away because I know I'll be back again someday on my knees? Take that as it resonates. No matter who my man is, I am his forevermore. But if you can't heal yourself, boo, it ain't happening. It ain't happening. If you can't heal yourself, boo, it ain't happening. And then Aries is going to be just like me in my kitchen all morning this morning, doing dishes and grooving and singing the song and singing the day away and singing the morning away and singing the afternoon away and grooving the night away, because Aries cannot stop and wait for people to figure it out. Now is your ticket, is a one-way ticket to heal. You want to deal with this Aries? It is a one-way ticket to heal. Oh, some people are going to feel like I'm coming for them. I feel hot today, though. I feel hot. I feel hot. Yeah. But then I also feel hot. Like I feel like I'm bringing y'all's energy to the table. Y'all let me know. Look, somebody even said in the comments, I love my man always and forever. I am not playing, you guys. I know. Let's go to Taurus. Let's see. Those of you guys dealing with the Taurus. Be nice. Ew. I don't know. That's not for everybody, but I feel like there's some focalitos out there that have been a little rough around the edges with the Taurus. And I'm not making excuses for whatever the Taurus did, but I feel like whoever I'm talking to is just like salt in a wound, or like lemon juice in a wound. The Taurus. How does the Taurus feel about the collective? What's going on right now? Harbor of peace. Find serene refuge in peaceful, 2 times, and peaceful embrace of a gentle harbor. I want to be home. And you see how that boat is all beat up and rusty and crusty, but the water is calm. This is Taurus. I want to be home, but I need my home to be gentle. Don't fuck with me. Please. I've been fucked with too long. I've lived a long and a hard life. I just want to chill. I want to erase the scars, but I can't erase the scars. But I need time to be able to put the pieces back together. Taurus rising and dealing with the Taurus. It says, allowing tranquility to still your waters. Allowing tranquility to still, S-T-I-L-L, your waters. That's what Taurus is asking out of their environment right now. What would they say? I want to talk to you, but I don't know what to say. Y'all saw me shuffle. The same card came out with Aries. So I don't know if Taurus is, if you're an Aries, or if you guys, if they're a cusper or whatever, or if there's a lot of people in this current Aquarius energy, this air energy right now, who want to talk, but they're like at a loss for words. So let's say your Taurus hasn't figured out how to authentically speak for themselves. I speak for the trees. I speak for Taurus. I'm telling you right now, they just need some quiet space. The Taurus, the Nine of Cups in the upright, the Four of Wands in the reverse. I just want my home life to be peaceful. I said that already. Please, oh God. It's begging at this point. A lot of praying. The Star card. It says hope, spirituality, renewal, inspiration, and serenity. You might find your Taurus had been going to church a lot, or been dabbling in more and more spiritual type-ish, or trying to heal their body and their lymphatic system and their nervous system. And maybe they don't know how to, I feel like I'm picking up on a Taurus that doesn't know what to call it just yet. At the bottom of the deck, the Two of Cups. Listen. I'm going to tread lightly. I'm going to tread carefully, not lightly. Because y'all know I'll be stomping through this energy. But, there's more to the story with you guys. I believe that you are dealing with a Taurus that hasn't quite put words to the emotions yet. Advice. Y'all want to know what that card is? And I said Aquarius earlier, and I got 2 Aquarius cards. It comes out twice. The Star card, 2 different decks. And y'all saw me shuffle. There's still hope in the energy of y'all's exchange, but Taurus really needs a respite. Yes, we both doing the same thing. Spirituality, ritual, and praying. Good, keep it up. Oh, I just got a, okay. As the spirit be talking to me, I just got a number confirmation. 55 might be significant to some of you guys. 19 or the number 9 could be significant to some of you guys. And the number 10 could be significant to some of you guys. All right, let's move on. Taurus, I'm done with your energy. Let's go. Let's go. Jesus, take the wheel. It is coming through today. Gemini, those guys who are connected to the Gemini. Gemini, hold on. Those guys who are connected to the Gemini said, need I say more? Gemini want to talk. Need I say more? When they got attitude. Ew, Gemini. Ugh, brother, ugh. I'm a Cancer. All right, Cancer's coming up. I'm on Gemini right now. Gemini want to talk, and they literally said, need I say more? Thank you for your Taurus reading. Oh, you're so very welcome. Why does the background move weird? It's because there's like a filter that YouTube puts on, and it's got all of this, it's because there's a ghost. There's ghosts all around me. No, it's because YouTube puts a filter on, and it has a hard time with this pattern. But don't worry, this isn't going to be my studio space. I'm not going to keep the studio like this for long, okay? I know it throws people off. It throws me off sometimes too, like, oh my God. All right, now we're on Gemini. Hold on, people get mad when I put the wrong number down in the description box. Now we're on Gemini. Let's go, Gemini. All right. For those dealing with the Gemini says, free to move. Bye. Go on. You are free to go. Free to move. Witchcraft. The background is witchcraft. Bibbity bobbity boo. Mecca like a high knee ho. Oh man. Anyways, Gemini says you're free to go. Bye. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here. It says embrace your liberty to explore new paths. Bye. Like whoever's dealing with the Gemini is so ready for you to go. They want to say some shit to you though. I know you are, Red Birdie. Oh, okay. No political stuff, please. All right. This is a safe space for happiness and joy. Joy, yeah, yeah. We don't bring pain, sunshine, and we sing in the rain. Being around you makes me nervous. Gemini don't like your energy. Whoever is dealing with a Gemini, and look, they are so ready to run. I'm not running to you. No, no, no. I don't want to hold you in my arms. Gemini, for those of you guys who are dealing with the Gemini, it says free to move, being around you makes me nervous. Yet they want to keep saying, I got one more thing to say. So you might be dealing with the Gemini who has to get in the last word. Let them. Listen, if there's a Gemini watching and this is triggering you, but if you're dealing with the Gemini and I'm talking to a cross watcher more than anything, let them. Eight of Wands in the reverse. You don't need to reciprocate. The Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles in the upright. You already knew this was coming. You knew that whatever this was a means to an end. And it's been a while. A pentacle, it could be a year. You could have been dealing with this Gemini for a year. It's been a while, but what are you going to do? The Eight of Pentacles in the upright. The Lovers in the upright. There goes Gemini. You know why? You know why Gemini feels like they have one more thing to say? It's because, not just because they got to get in the last word. It's a little bit more than that. It's because there's this wish and this yearning that things didn't have to, for Gemini, they're saying things didn't have to go this way. This doesn't need to be the energy. But you make them nervous, whoever they're dealing with. According to the cards, who am I? Who am I? Advice, the Six of Cups. If I look at the advice being the Six of Cups, it's like, remember the good times. And for some of you guys, there could be a call for fuck that shit. I was about to say there could be a call for you guys to come together and have some sort of kumbaya moment. But I just get this feeling, just based off of my feelings, that Gemini just, when you talk, they just cannot wait to say something. So they're not even actively listening. And again, if you're a Gemini watching this and this is your energy and it triggers you, you can do some work on this. 100%. This doesn't have to be your life. This doesn't have to be the energy. This doesn't have to be the relationship. Did y'all get it with Gemini? I feel like it's kind of like, it could be some tit for tat petty type stuff. So just, you're free to move. That's the first card that came out. You're free to move. Move. Cancer. All right, we got some Cancers in the house. Shout it out, Cancer. Shout it out. Cancer's in the house. I know we got some Cancers in the house. I see you in the back. Hi, Cancer. How are you today? Ooh, there's a couple of people hiding in the back that are Cancers. Oh, I see y'all. I feel y'all. Here we go. Cancer, for those of you guys who are dealing with a Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, depending on how they show up in your relationship, how does that Cancer feel about you? Here we go. Secret embrace. No. Sorry. That is not what that says. Oh, somebody said, I'm doing okay. Hello. It literally does not say that. It says, secrets emerge. Bum, bum, bum. Capricorn, we'll get to you eventually, towards the end. But that doesn't mean I don't love you. Secrets emerge. In the rhythm of cycles, the hidden is unveiled. Await the reveal within an open heart and mind. Hold on. Luther, no, Luther. Hold on, Luther's coming. Hold on. I don't know, should I sing? I'm not going to sing Luther. Okay, hold on. I fell asleep late last night and I dreamed the night and nearly half the day away. And I just woke up so that I can hear her say, she's still in love and nothing can take our love away. No, Wendy. Wendy's like the best hype person in the whole entire world. No, Wendy. I'm not singing no Luther. Now you gonna have me singing Luther. I'm gonna be singing Anita Baker. No. Killing it all. And not killing it softly. Hey, Cancer likes you. But it's a secret. I just read something that says the longest day. Well, shit, fuck that. Hold on, because there's an eclipse on here. But I just read something that said that the longest recorded eclipse is about to happen August 7th, 2027, 2 sevens. But who wants to wait to hear back from their Cancer till August 7th, 2027? Like, who's got time for that? Hell no. Cancer, ain't nobody got time for that. What does Cancer want to say if they're being completely honest with themselves and me? What does Cancer want to say to those who are watching for the Cancer? Oh, you get 2 cards. Onlooker, you get 2 cards. You have the best sense of humor. Oh, thank you, Cancer. You too. Y'all have heard me say what I love me a Cancer because they make me laugh hysterically. Oh, they're unhappy. It says unhappy here. So if Cancer wanted to say anything, what they're not saying is how they feel about you, of course, because they've got those secrets hidden. But it says secrets emerge. So if they want to say anything, the 2 things that they want to say is, you have the best sense of humor, ! And that they are unhappy. Okay. You know what? A lot of them are. Heaven rest. Gee willikers. Mrs. Doubtfire. Nanu. Robin Williams. All right, Cancer. The world in the reverse. This ain't done. Probably because they got something that they need to confess. Thank you, Wendy. The 2 of Cups. Y'all stick with me. I be knowing some stuff. In here. Oh, Aquarius. What are you doing all the time? How much longer we got in Aquarius season? Huh? Until how much time we got in Aquarius season? Till like mid-February, right? Oof. So you know what that means. The Cancer is all up in their head. They still, it's not over. The world in the reverse is not over. They still want to choose you. They have not let that go. I hope they're healing. I sure do. I hope that they're finding their grounded center. I'm looking at this healing card and I'm seeing these 2 water jugs, and one is being poured into the river and the other one is being poured onto the land. And I know that it doesn't necessarily signify what I'm getting, but I'm an intuitive reader. And what I'm getting is that Cancer has been spread thin, but they don't have the bandwidth for that anymore. Meaning they could have been working too much, traveling too much, hanging out with their family too much, hanging out with their friends too much, hanging out after work with their coworkers too much, or doing some extra stuff. What Cancer is needing to try to do is pick up those jugs once they get their footing, stand up tall with that temperance stance, and learn how to pour into their cup and find temperance in loving emotions up here and not down here, not in the secrets. But I hope that they're trying to heal that. I keep saying that because the star card is the hope card. It's the healing card. There's inspiration coming to the Cancer in this Aquarius season. At the bottom of the deck, the 8 of Wands in the reverse. Hesitation and paranoia. Hesitation and paranoia. So, listen, remember I said earlier, I said there was some article I had read about the longest recorded, soon to be recorded eclipse is like August 7th, 2027. I'm like, who wants to wait that long for their Cancer? Well, because they've got such a defense set up, and it's because, and I know I'm reading really deep into this star card, but if I do start teaching tarot, I'm gonna tell you, you got to go with what God, your higher self, your subconscious, and the energies around you tell you. This right here is telling me that they want to fix it, but they're spread thin. And what I'm getting off of that is that they're not singularly focused. There's other energies. And the 9 of Wands in the reverse, on edge, defensive, hesitation, and paranoia. Take it as it resonates. Everybody's story is not going to be the same, but still, they're having a hard time centering. And the reason why they're having a hard time centering is because they're afraid of what that means. All right? They're afraid of, if I just concentrate on you and giving to you, what do I lose from that? Where does my compromise come from? Am I even ready to compromise? And for them, when they see or hear or feel the word compromise, that might bring more fear than you would ever be able to imagine. For you, compromise is, yeah, let's talk about it and we can come to a common place, whatever, And then for them, they hear compromise and they're like, oh, hell no. I've never seen that work out okay for anybody in my life. So I don't expect it to work out for me. A lot of the thoughts in this Aquarius season, a lot of the thoughts that they have, and they do think about you. And they think about trying to tackle this, right? Because Aquarius is about like innovation. They do think about how to tackle this situation and this connection in different ways. Well, what if this happened? And what if that happened? And maybe if, and maybe that, a lot of it's maybes. Maybe this, and what about, maybe this might work. But there's no action because it's all here. That's where the paranoia comes. Advice for those dealing with the Cancer, please. Advice for those dealing with the Cancer. The King of Swords, the King of Swords. You got other stuff to work on. The King of Swords, it's masculine energy, and the King of Swords is a man of action. You can be a male, you can be a female, you can be whatever it is that you claim to be or present as. Whatever, it doesn't matter. The energy is masculine, so the King of Swords goes and does whatever he needs to do. So just keep doing whatever it is that you need to do. Keep striving and moving forward in your authenticity. That's your advice. So if your authenticity and you're knowing, because this is an air card, right? This is here more like Aquarius. This is more Aquarius stuff here, okay? So if you already know what you need to do, and you knew part of what you needed to do was to maybe give Cancer their space, boom. You already knew what you needed to do. But I hope that gave you some clarity, though. All right, let's go to Leo. All right, guys, going to Leo. I know that's right. All right, Leo, for those of y'all who are connected to... no, we're not doing that today. I didn't even see what the cards are. For those who are connected to a Leo, let's see how this Leo feels about you. Just a reminder, this doesn't have to be romantic. The Leo is eager to set the story straight. The Leo is eager to save face, set the story straight, to not be misunderstood. That's what I'm getting. Leo, for those connected to Leo, please. New heights. It says, let your connection with spirit ground you as you reach for the sky. Leo could be in the middle of like publishing something, presenting like a new like work of art, starting like a new job, a new promotion, finishing some sort of project. What is that guy's name? Because I'm seeing doves on here, and there's this one guy who is known, he's an athlete, a boxer, and he's known for raising doves. Mike Tyson? Hold on. I don't know why I'm getting Mike Tyson. I don't know why I'm getting Mike Tyson, so hold on. I mean, not raising doves, raising pigeons. Let me see if I can get some more on that. So cool. Somebody look up what Mike Tyson's birthday. I don't know if he's a Leo or who knows. I don't think that's it. I think there's something about these pigeons here. Let's see. What would they say if they were being completely honest with themselves and you? I look at your pictures on my phone. So I think what I'm getting is that they're busy and they're showcased in some way, shape, or form. So for a lot of them, they got a lot of eyes on them. And it could be that they're in the middle of like a project or a presentation or some sort of whatever. And a lot of people are just watching how they move is what I'm getting. And the only thing that grounds them is you. You bring them down. You bring them out of their head. You bring them back to reality. Because whatever it is that they do, it is so easy for them to soar off into a different kind of mindset and to stay in that. So there's something about your energy that helps ground this Leo. How does the Leo feel about the person? The Five of Pentacles in the reverse, the Ace of Swords in the upright, the Eight of Cups in the reverse, the Seven of Pentacles. For those of you guys who are dealing with the Leo, I honestly, I feel like their intentions could be just as long as you feel healthy around them. Like, you know, like I would hate for Leo to be an energy vampire. And definitely an unhealed, unself-aware Leo could very easily be an energy vampire. Hell, I could be an energy vampire sometimes too. So no shade on the Leo, but I just want to make sure that if you're connecting to the Leo, you know how to take care of yourself. You know how to set good and healthy boundaries. And you know when to give them their space and when to give them your energy. But this Leo doesn't want this to stop. And you might feel like they were taking more than they were giving, because it says here like hopeless and drifting away. And then, but then they're trying to recover from that. They want to be able to recover from that. And a lot of the Leo, not a lot of them, for some of the Leo, there was some sort of business decision. This is very specific, but there was some sort of business decision, business transaction or something that happened that they're trying to recover from. And this could be why they're putting themselves out there more with work. So they could be taking on extra jobs or whatever it is, because they're trying to bring things back to, I don't know if it's for them, it could be status quo. And you know what? That doesn't necessarily have to be money related. If you think about what I just said, if there was like a breakup between you and Leo, or you stop talking to the Leo, they want to bring back things back to the way that they were. Because it would have potentially been, based on what I said, it would have been potentially something that they did that caused the break of energy, of investment. And if you're a Leo and that's your storyline and it triggers you, I'm sorry. That's just what I'm getting from the cards. Those who are connected to a Leo, can I get some advice for them, please? The Six of Cups in the upright. Oh, the Seven of Cups. This Leo is a little bit of a mixed bag. You'll know. You got it. When you're around this particular person, you have to have your discernment up. You really do. You really do. And for some of you guys, you need to have a conversation. Like, this is confusing. What is it that you want out of this connection? What do you want from me? I need you to say it, and then I need to see, and then I need to see this from you. What do you need from me? And then I need to be able to say what I need from you. Because there's a bit of a mixed energy. I don't know. If you're dealing with a Leo, I hope I hope that you know how to ground yourself. Hi, learning English. Okay, let's move to Virgo. All right, my Virgo babies. Let's go, Virgo. For those of you guys who are connected to a Virgo, how does this Virgo feel about you in this connection? Those of you guys connected to a Virgo. How does this Virgo feel about you? It's slippery slope. There's something risky or slippery. It's slippery. There's this TV show that I used to watch on Nickelodeon. I think it was like, What Would You Do? And they would always like have slime or whatever. And I'm seeing a bunch of people like on the stage, on the sound stage, like slipping on the green slime. It's slippery. Here's the green. Speaking of the green, confirmation. It says Grove of Unity. Oh, my goodness. It says bind energies into the unfiled sanctuary of the grove, fostering interconnected harmony among all beings. The fuck is that supposed to be? What does that even mean? Bind energies in the oh Lord Jesus. Well, it would help if I know how to read. Unified sanctuary of the grove. Y'all are connected no matter what. Short. It could have just said that. It literally could have just said, y'all are always connected. If you're dealing with the Virgo, y'all are always connected. My gosh. And then what would this Virgo say to you if they could say anything at all? If they were being completely honest with themselves and me, what would they say to the watcher? It says, you have the best sense of humor. Okay. All right. You have the best sense of humor. There could be something about laughing comedy shows between you and this Virgo. I don't know if you guys have gone to comedy shows together or if that's something that the both of you enjoy, is watching stand-up or going to stand-up. It's just some common thing. I like to laugh. I'm getting Mary Poppins' Uncle Albert. I love to laugh. Ha 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 ha. So with you and this person, it gets laughy, it gets lighthearted, it gets airy, or it's uplifting, right? It's either all of that or one of those words are a really good way of describing your connection. But when it gets sad, it gets bad. Virgo. How does Virgo feel about their person, please, Spirit? The Justice in the reverse. Virgo says the ball is in your court. Like, lack of accountability. I'm getting reminded of this. And guilty as charged. I'm only getting reminded of this is because this is something I've recently processed in my own shadow. So the one thing I used to do was say I'm sorry, and it would just come off the tip of my tongue. And I used to say I love you, and it would just easily flow out of my mouth. I'm sorry, I love you. I'm sorry, I love you. And I wouldn't have the wherewithal of how to change, or awareness, self-awareness of how to change my behavior so that I wouldn't have to repeat I'm sorry. I kept using words versus behavioral changes. And I could not figure out for the life of me why I kept in these cycles with these people that I was connected with, because why hasn't anything changed? I said I'm sorry. I said I love you. Why are we 3 weeks later back in the same... why are we having the same argument that we had 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 14 years ago? And it's because there was a cycle of perpetual bad behavior and non-awareness. So the Virgo, and I'm not in any way, shape, or form throwing shade, but as their first tarot card that comes up, Justice in the reverse, they feel as if there's a lot of words, but where's the change in the behavior? There's this uncertainty, and you know Virgo be holding people accountable. That's just what they do. They're always going to do that. The Four of Wands in the upright, the Six of Wands in the reverse, the Six of Cups in the reverse. They're going through it, kind of. I want to be honest with you. What they want is okay. They really want this to be done, to lose momentum, hit a finishing spot. The friction of the non-accountability, right? And what they want is for that to like turn over into... They're putting a lot of pressure on you. I'm not... They're putting a lot of pressure on you. The heat is on. The heat is on. Yeah. They don't have anything nice to say. They don't have anything nice to say. They're not coming to the six of wands is in the reverse. It is telling me, like, remember I was talking about Uncle Albert from whatever in the fuck that movie is, Mary Poppins, how he's up here, and then I visually showed y'all when things get bad, they go bad. For the Virgo, it's down here. It's no longer on the pedestal. Y'all are always connected. Yeah, I did start with that. But what did I started with that, with this first card, this Grove of Unity. But what did I say from the very beginning? Slippery slope. I said it. I said it with that Nickelodeon. I said I saw a bunch of green slime and people slipping on the slime. The Six of Cups in the reverse at the bottom of the deck, to like round this whole thing off, they can't unsee what they've seen. They literally can't. And I do feel that they've tried. but they can't see they can't unhear what has been said. They can't unfeel what has been felt. And they're stuck in that. Advice for those that are connected to a Virgo. Advice. This is where we end the reading. Y'all have a great Friday. Because I need to go pat myself on the back. It's a Three of Swords. I posted a reading for the members only. And it was saying, in the members only reading, it said, it doesn't matter if there's a soul tie between you and this person because they have to want it too. Yes, they can feel you. They can. They can feel you when you laugh. They can feel you when you're sad. That you guys aren't playing a game of, back and forth where it's like telephone, where you would have like a tin can and then there would be a string or a rope and it would be connected to another tin can and like you try to talk to the other person and see if they could hear you. It's not that. Like there is a clear connection. It's fiber optics, baby. It is fiber optics. It is a clear connection between you and this person. But it doesn't matter. They gotta want it too. And as soon as I said that, my dog started barking. So I hope that helped. Morning, gorgeous. Hello. Thank you so much for joining us. All right, so we're going to move on to those who are connected to a Libra. For those who are connected to a Libra. All right. For everyone's greatest and highest good. For those that are connected to a Libra, how does that Libra feel about the collective that's watching, please? For those that are connected to a Libra. Genuine, or is it genuine? What you trying to say, Spirit? Genuine or genuine? If you ride it, my pony. I think they're saying genuine. Uh-oh. Ooh, Libra's feeling frisky. Okay, Libra. Let's see. Not the 90s genuine pony. It says, trust the process. Okay. Libra's like, I know eventually I'm gonna get my shit. I'm gonna get my due process, right? Libra, justice, play on words. I'm gonna get my due process. I know eventually this is all gonna work out. And it's not necessarily with like a specific person, although it could be. I feel like Libra is all inclusive. My money, my home, my career, my family life, my love life, my health. I already know. Blind faith. I'm going to just keep moving. Am I wrong? I don't think so. It says trust the process. This is Libra's energy for you guys, all right? It says embrace uncertainty. Have faith in the journey unfolding before you. I'm not singing. That was just me being silly. Libra is Libra's going with the flow of life because again, it's like this I'm gonna get reciprocity. Period. Dot. I don't care if that sounds delusional to anybody else out there. All right. For those who are dealing with the Libra, what would the Libra say to you if they are being completely honest with themselves and me? They would say, I spy on your social media. No, you don't, Libra. No, you do? Okay. Hello, Rockin' Johnny. It says, I spy on your social media. Oh, okay, I see what Libra's doing. So Libra's over here doing all the mantras, doing the energy clearing, doing the self-awareness exercises and the journaling and the creativity and the praying. I see what Libra's doing here. But then when the old Libra creeps up, let me see how so-and-so's doing. I'm going to Google him. Hey, Kristen White. Let me Google this person right quick just to see just to see what they've been up to. Are they thinking about me? Shit. The World in the upright, the Ace of Swords in the reverse, the Eight of Cups in the upright, the Ten of Cups in the reverse. I don't give a fuck. The Libra says, okay, the Libra says I'm done in the cards. The Libra says I'm done. The World card, but you wanna know what the World card is? The worldwide internet. It's not just endings, it's a portal. So it says that they spy on you. Yeah, the Libra looks, but the Libra is not about to take any action. Because according to the cards, according to what Libra wants me to actually share, they're done. Because going back to what I said earlier, okay, Gemini, I already did, you guys. So you can just rewind a little bit. Because according to what I said earlier, they are trying to incorporate a more spiritual, a more regimented, a more aware, a more grounded energy. But you know, they haven't been saved all the time. In my culture, we say he's still working on me, right? So they're still being worked on from the universe. They're still trying to intentionally work on themselves. It just every now and then when things creep up, maybe a little bit loneliness, they look you up. All right. So advice for those who are dealing with the Libra. Advice for those dealing with the Libra. The Six of Cups. How are you trying to say this? Because it doesn't necessarily mean to go back to the Libra, because they're done. Really more for them, when they check in on you energetically, it's out of curiosity. It's out of unhealed attachments that they have to you. Every morning I wake up. No, I'm not about to sing Aretha Franklin. Every morning I wake up, before I go and put on my makeup, I say a little prayer for you. That's it. The Six of Cups. Say a prayer for them. Remember the happy times. Fill the void with love, but do not be going towards them. They're trying to take some time for themselves. Libra is trying to learn good, positive, healthy behavior. So when you think about Libra, send a little love, say a little prayer for them, but leave them alone. Leave them alone. Wendy, if you don't stop. I say a little prayer for you whenever. All right, guys, let's move. I don't know. You know, I watched this other tarot reader. I haven't watched this person in a really long time. But I feel like this person and me have a lot of the same kind of isms. And it's weird watching somebody that has the same isms as me. It's weird. Not all of the things we do are the same. Oh, we are definitely our own individual people, but sometimes there's isms. And I'm like, that's weird. Also an Aries. Okay, guys, let's move on to Scorpio. I couldn't remember what we were on. Thank y'all for joining me. Thank you for spending your time with me. I do very much appreciate it. I love you guys oh so very much. I love you guys oh so very much. If you've been here, if you're here, I don't give a shit if you've been watching this whole time or you just tuned in, Scorpio or Scorpio cross watcher. Hit that like button, please. Hit that like button. And if you're not already subscribed, go ahead and do it. You know a girl is trying to grow her channel. If you want to work with me in any capacity, take a look at the description box below. Let's move on. For those who are dealing with a Scorpio, for everybody's greatest and highest good. Oh, yeah, she is an orator. All right, Scorpio. Oh, she is an orator. Smooth talker. Always got something to say. Always have the right. Scorpio, smooth talker, always has something to say. but always somehow says the right thing in some way, shape, or form. Now, some of you guys who are dealing with the Scorpio, that doesn't land right, but I'm not going to take it back, but because I feel like you're being too literal with it. There's something about the Scorpio's energy that is just beautiful but poisonous. That's what I'm saying. Rough road. Okay, those of you guys who are dealing with the Scorpio, how do they feel about you? Rough road. It says, prepare carefully before you continue. That's your whole reading. For those of you guys who are dealing with the Scorpio, it literally says, rough road. Prepare carefully before you continue, for it is a long journey ahead. Here's the thing. For those of you guys who are dealing with a Scorpio, don't come to the table playing games. No, you gotta. So here's the thing. You gotta understand who you're fucking with. All right. There are some truly tapped in and intuitive signs out there. Scorpio was one of them. And you know what a Scorpio is gonna do? Check you and clock you with their eyes without even saying a word, honey. So you can say whatever you want to say. You can behave however you want to behave. Sometimes the Scorpio will call you out on it, and other times they will save it, put it in their back pocket for later, for when they need to present receipts. Tread carefully. It could potentially be a rough road. Thank you so very much, Queen Phoenix. Thank you. She said, boy, oh my God. Yeah. Tread carefully, because they are always watching. They are always watching. What would the Scorpio say to you if they were being completely honest with themselves and me? They just had like one thing they wanted to share with you. Jealous? You jealous much? Are you jealous? What is, oh my God. Hold on. I'm trying to call it in. I got it. Oh, Jesus. Where is it? Oh, I have it. Where is it at? Hold on. Hold on, guys. I gotta. Oy. All right. So this is my retirement brochure. Your girl. Yes, that's your girl. Hold on. Here is Scorpio. Are you ready? It says, and take notes. Here's how Scorpio feels about you and about this situation. It says, now you understand just why my head's not bowed. I don't shout or jump about or have to talk real loud. When you see me passing, it ought to make you proud. I say, it's in the click of my heels, the bend in my hair, the palm of my hand, the need for my care. Phenomenally. Phenomenal woman, that's me. This is the thing about this Scorpio's energy right now. They are shining. They are on their cloud way up in the sky, and they are not trying to throw shade, but they cannot help but to feel and be elevated. They have proven to themselves too many times to count that it is with the light is within them. So if you feel as if they don't have the time for you, or they're holding you a little bit too, like they're holding your feet to the fire, it's because they're going somewhere. It's because they're going somewhere, and they have goals, and they keep conquering them. Scorpio. They're not going to slow down. 44 as I look up. They're not going to slow down. They're going to keep going. And it is going to cause a lot of ripples, this jealous card. And the way that they put this statement out to me in their energy is, like, you don't have to be jealous of me. This is Scorpio. You don't have to be jealous of me. There's plenty of success out there. You just have to be motivated like I am. You got 24 hours. I got 24 hours. What are you going to do with your 24 hours? You got a heart. I got a heart. I'm choosing to love. What are you going to do with your heart? Right? So that's what they're coming up with in this energy. For those connected to a Scorpio, the King of Wands in the reverse, the King of Pentacles in the upright, the Nine of Wands in the upright, the Five of Pentacles in the upright. For them, it's like, you can't just talk about it. Put your money where your mouth is. Put your money where your mouth is. You cannot just talk about it. For them, they've already got a lot of stuff going on in their life, this Ten of Wands. They've already got a lot of stuff going on in their life. If you can't jump on that bandwagon, and they've left room for you. If you can't jump on that bandwagon for whatever reason, you're tied up over here, you just don't know if that's where you want to go, that's fine, but they got to keep moving. I got to keep on moving. For a lot of the Scorpios, they really want to get their money right. And that's why they got to keep on moving. And then for some of the Scorpios, like I'm like thinking about like younger Scorpios, but I mean, this could be, I guess age is relevant, right? But I feel like some of them have like educational goals or career aspirations, like a certain school that they want to go to or a certain degree level that they want to get. So they don't have time to rest. All right. So let me get you some advice for those who are, well, you basically got advice at the beginning. It literally says prepare. It says prepare carefully for you before you continue, for it is a long journey ahead. They can't motivate you. You got to be motivated yourself. Advice. The Page of Pentacles. They can't motivate you. You got to be motivated yourself. You're going to have to learn a new way of talking to yourself. This is the Messenger. This is the Student card. And I said something about schooling over here too. You're going to have to learn. And it's going to take... Listen, they didn't just become who they are. No! They had to keep trying and keep reinventing. That's what Scorpio does. Death and rebirth. Death and rebirth. Death and rebirth. They're not afraid to fail because they know what comes out of failure is just another opportunity. So what I feel like some of you guys are seeing is the end product of the Scorpio. And not all of the behind the scenes that happened for them to get to where they're at now. Exactly. They want to see action, not words. You can tell the Scorpio is like, I'm running. So if you want to talk, you're going to have to run next to me and tell me while we're running together. The bandwagon for Scorpio is open. It's not full. But like Drake says, you're going to have to run to catch up. Actually, no, Drake says the bandwagon is full. I'm sorry. So I guess some of y'all are dealing with a Scorpio who's already made their mind up that you ain't even gonna catch up or try to. Look at this confirmation. I love it. All right, let's go to where we're going. Well, I'm not gonna even write down Sagittarius. Hold on, we're about to go to Sagittarius, guys. Okay. All right. Sagittarius. Well, we got some good numbers. 442. You got some good numbers. 44 and 42. Those are my favorite numbers. Sagittarius. All right. For those who are dealing with the Sagittarius, hold on. How does that Sagittarius feel about you? I keep looking at eyeballs. I got my spirit guide altar up here and I'm looking at eyeballs, and then I just had something in my eye. So it could be something about your eyes. So I don't know if you're a Scorpio dealing with the Sagittarius or if it's just something about your eyes. All right. How does Sagittarius feel about the person watching, please, Spirit? Seed of potential. The Sagittarius. Well, I wonder. I mean, I've already sowed the seed. Whatever that means. I've already sowed the seed and it's already started to grow. Do I stay until it blossoms? Do I stay until it blooms? Seed of potential. There's a question though. This is Sagittarius. Sagittarius is definitely like, do I stay until it blooms? Right? Because this is a seedling here. All right. So it says, plant the seed of potential and nurture its sprouting promise with your attention and care. Oh no. Sagittarius says, you've captured my attention. Now what else are you going to do? That's it. Sagittarius is the growing plant. You are the caretaker. How do I say that? You're the gardener. So whether this goes somewhere or not depends on how well you take care of this. And Sagittarius is like, so what are you going to do? Am I going to bloom here or not? Is this going to keep going or not? And then somebody said, or do I go? See, I'll be in this energy, boy. I'll tell you what. Okay. All right. So let's ask the Sagittarius question. Sagittarius, what would you say to these folks, these kind folks here watching your energy? If you could be completely honest with yourself and me, what would you say to them about how you feel about this connection? I need to heal my inner child wounds. Okay. Go deeper, go home, Sagittarius. Ew. Ew. Another reference. Ew. This is a kid's show, Sagittarius. This is a family show, Sagittarius. I need to heal my inner child. And that could be this blossoming, blooming thing. It's a replanting of energy. I'm getting this idea of like starting again. Oh, are y'all starting a new cycle with the Sagittarius? How does the Sagittarius feel about you, please? How does Sagittarius feel about you? Let's see. The King of Swords in the upright. The Ace of Wands in the upright. Damn. Shucks. The Knight of Wands in the reverse. The Eight of Swords in the reverse. That's again the Eight of Swords in the reverse. Well, maybe a Sagittarius towards you. Okay, because here's the thing. There's a lot of innuendos here, okay? The rated, not G, and not even rated R innuendos here. Hold on. I'm getting so many downloads. I just get this. I don't know. I don't know how connected your Sagittarius is to Scorpio, and how connected your Sagittarius is to Virgo. Gemini. I wonder if that's the Sagittarius' entire chart. And there's definitely a little sprinkling of Taurus. Or this are all the people that are watching for the Sagittarius. Anywho, I don't digress. That's for somebody. But Sagittarius is like really waiting to see what you do next. At the end of the day, they really are. Because like I think generally if they were dealing with any other person, they would have already come forward. Or if this would have been any other cycle that you've had with the Sagittarius, they would have already come forward. Ace of Wands. But the Ace of Wands is just a potential. But then when the Ace of Wands comes out right next to the Knight of Wands in the reverse, that's this idea of not so fast. And then it's right next to the King of Swords. Like there's this primal energy within the Sagittarius to come towards you. That's what their head is telling them. I don't know if we're using this head or this head, to be honest with you. But I'm going to be open because we don't know if this is one of those type of relationships. I would hate for you to be like, I was watching for my Sagittarius kid. But yeah, man. I don't know what else to say. Like that they're open to new perspectives. I want to know, can I just ask, what are they open to though? They're waiting to see what you do, but what if you guys aren't talking? And that's the whole reason why you're here trying to figure out what's up with the Sag, right? So what is a new perspective? The Ace of Pentacles. But you got to give it to them. That's the thing. You okay. If y'all have, all right, Sagittarius be funny like that. Sagittarius is super funny like that. Like, so generally Sagittarii are super outgoing and they're just like, very just like, I don't know, they're chill and cool and they hang out with the homies and they have, all the Sagittarii that I know have like little get-togethers and gatherings and whatnot, and they kind of like a little Leo-esque, a little Leo, where they kind of like to be seen at the party, but not necessarily the MC. That would be me. That would be the Aries or the Leo, but definitely seen. So they like to put themselves out there, but with you, it's like, nah, you're gonna have to come towards me. And I don't know why they're being this way. Something about the energy. For those of you guys who are dealing with a Sagittarius, advice. How about this? Hopefully this advice will help you out. All right. Deal with the Sagittarius. Advice. Good afternoon. The Knight of Pentacles. Don't move towards them too quick. You might scare them. I think the Sagittarius needs time. Honestly, you know what Sagittarius does? Yeah, a lot of y'all are gonna love it, especially if you guys like the purple one. It's like, I don't like the purple one. I love the purple one. Oh my Lord. For those of you guys who've seen Purple Rain, and I see this a lot, and I keep getting this energy a lot, but I'm getting it for sure in this Sagittarius reading. Purple Rain. Apollonia gets to the club. Damn it. North Avenue or something like that. She gets to the club and she's like writing her name on the piece of paper, and Prince has never seen her before. So he's like, you know, who's this? New phone, who this? So he sees Apollonia and he kind of does his thing. And Apollonia is about to melt right then and there. And somebody else is watching him do this with Apollonia. And she's jealous because everybody loves Prince, right? And he swoops around without her even really knowing. And he goes and he stands right behind her. She can feel him. You know how you can feel somebody looking at you? She can feel him. And he takes his glasses and he kind of like pushes them down. And then puts him right back up. But he's there. That's your Sagittarius. He don't talk to her at all. He gives her a look catches her, and just enough for you to munch on with his sexy ass. Your Sagittarius must be sexy as fuck. He or she is looking at you, watching your every move. Oh, I'm a Libra waiting on her. Okay, well then if the roles gotta be reversed, it still sounds like the energy. Ah, that was some juiciness, right? I'm gonna start bringing, whenever we do these, I'm gonna start, I don't drink anymore, but I think I'm gonna start bringing something to mix some juices together, a little sparkle is something, whenever we get to the Sagittarius readings, so that we can take a sip at the beginning and at the end. Sometimes I gotta take a sip in the middle because Sagittarius readings be on another level, guys. Okay, y'all ready for Capricorn? Let's do it. Boom, boom, boom. Capricorn, I see you, boo. All right, let's go, Capricorn. For those of you guys who are connected to the Cappy Caps. For those of you guys who are connected to the boss, the quiet, intense, self-regulated Capricorns. That's what the Capricorns are doing right now. They're self-regulating. I see the Capricorn charging. Like, I see them being like an electric vehicle and they're charging right now. That's what I'm getting for the Capricorn. Let's see here. Capricorn. For those who are connected to a Capricorn, let's see how that Capricorn feels about you. Guys, it doesn't have to be romantic. Let's just see what Capricorn wants to bring forward towards you right now. It says ocean of possibilities, but the water is kind of, well, the water is calm. This is a sailboat, so water could be significant. The ocean, the sea, sailing could be significant. Hell, India could be significant. Sail away, sail away, sail away. Ocean of possibilities. It says, navigate through the boundless ocean of possibilities where horizons whisper of untold opportunities and plentiful paths. Which way did he go? So I just recently I watch BBC Home and Garden constantly. It's on my phone. I mean, on my TV. It's on right now. I can hear Monty Don in the background. I love gardening stuff. And he just not recently. It was probably like, I don't know. Anyways, I just saw this episode of this Monty Don gardening TV show. And he took a trip to the States and he went to New York. And so all of everything I'm saying could be significant here, okay? And he went to, what is that big park called in Manhattan? And Central Park, I guess. Probably. And he was talking to a man that had lived in New York for 40 years and had been going to that park constantly. And Monty was like, so I guess you've lived here for so long, you know, like your way around here. And he's like, no, I've been coming here for 40 years and I still get lost. That's what I'm getting here with this. They're purposely only divulging little tidbits of information. They're very methodical in what they're allowing you to see and to know about what's happening. You know, it's kind of like this situation where it's a Simply Red song. What is that Simply Red song? Where he's like, yeah. If you don't know me by now, you'll never know me. And this is purpose filled. The Capricorn. Yeah. I tell you what I think you need to hear. And said just like that, in that resonance, and I leaned up against my wall. I'm literally up against my wall, as if I'm sitting in like some sort of high chair. Yeah. No, I said what I said. And I didn't say what I didn't say on purpose. It's like their whole life, and especially how they kind of interact with you is really like kind of like a chess game a little bit. Whoever this Capricorn is, they are wicked smart. Do not underestimate them. What would they say to you and me? I want to know. If they were being completely honest with themselves, what would they say? They're still only going to divulge, but just a little bit. But that's okay. We'll tap in for everybody's greatest and highest good. I feel insecure around you. Skirt! What? I feel insecure. Oh, shit. They've met their match. Remember what I was talking about? It's like a game. And then I'm getting Glenn Close and becoming John Malkovich in that movie. And Glenn Close says John Malkovich is trying to check Glenn Close. Like for John in this, and I don't remember what the something. Damn. It's like a high society TV show. It's a period film. And somebody tell me what that movie is called. Dangerous Liaisons. I said it first. No, we said it at the same time. Jinx, Wendy, jinx. Okay, so here we go. Let's get into movie mode again. So just rushes, like John Malkovich's character just rushes into Glenn. Mind you, I have not seen this movie. All the stars in this movie, I have not seen this movie, but this one particular scene, oh my God. So anyways, he walks into the room and he walks into the room, into Glenn Close's house, and she's like, what are you doing here? It's not your day to be here. And he's like, no, you've put me through enough shit already. We're about to go upstairs and we're going to do like how we do because I need to get this aggression out and I'm going to get it out on you. And then in turn, we're going to try to fix some shit afterwards. But right now, are you ready to go to the bedroom? And then he goes, yes or no. And then Glenn Close says, you forget I'm better at this than you. And then he says something, I wish I could remember it. John Malkovich is like, if you say yes, then we're about to, he doesn't say this like this. He says it much more eloquently. If you say yes and we're about to go up here and do this thing, but if you say no, it's war. And Glenn Close looks at him. And then she says, war. That's this whole dynamic here. Oh yeah, how do they feel about you? That's the whole, I just call that whole energy. If you haven't seen Dangerous Liaisons, I'm talking to myself. If you haven't seen it, go get it. I don't know where you're going to have to go find like a DVD or something like that. Go to a bookstore and I don't know. I haven't been able to find it on a streaming platform, or maybe I just don't have access to the streaming platform. And then because they're so petty. Listen to this. Hold on. This is for somebody. I'm not done. Because I have read about this movie. But I haven't actually watched it. But they both come to their own demise because they're constantly trying to one-up each other. And it doesn't end well for either of them. Right? For those who have seen it. Yep, there we go. How does Capricorn feel about you? Oi, hold on. Hangman, 4 of Wands in the reverse. Self-destruction. Hangman in the reverse, 4 of Wands in the reverse. Self-destruction, breakdown in communication. You're gonna fuck it up. Not you. I mean, there's two people tangoing in this energy. But it's about to be, somebody's gonna fuck some shit up. Pettiness is only going to get you to a stalemate. Six of Cups in the reverse. I'm calling it. I'm telling you, I'm calling it. The Judgment in the reverse. The Ace of Cups in the reverse. Thank you. The King of Cups in the reverse. Okay, keep being petty. I'm talking to both of y'all. Keep being petty. Keep it up. You do you, boo. Uh-huh. Cool. I don't know what else to say. Okay, all right. Yeah, I'll give you some advice. I don't know what else to say. So it is honestly should be a case study in pettiness is what's happening here. And I'm not just talking about the Capricorn. The Capricorn is being petty AF, but then I already can tell, so is the other person. Okay. For some of y'all, Capricorn ain't even their sun sign. Because the only people that could be this petty is a fire sign on a fire sign or somebody dealing with Pisces or Libra. Advice. I already gave you advice, but I'll give you some more advice. Advice for those dealing with the Capricorn, please. Advice for those dealing with the Capricorn. 3 of Cups. Yes or no? 3 of Cups is your advice. I don't know how you get to that. Okay, for those of you guys who don't know what 3 of Cups is, it's kind of like laissez-faire, kind of let bygones be bygones. I'm using that loosely. Kind of like, I'm also using laissez-faire loosely because it's more like, go have fun, go enjoy yourself, invite them over for a drink, have a conversation, potential reconciliation. I don't know how you get from this petty energy to this reconciliation type of energy. I mean, you could easily have that cyclical back and forth kind of thing with this person, but that can only happen for so long before it all just before all the wheels fall off. So let me just, if I may, I mean, you've been watching all the way up until this point. Let's say you do want to reconcile with this Capricorn. Let's say you do. I feel like you want to reconcile with the Capricorn just to see what they have up their sleeve. But I'm not here to call nobody out. Shit, half of this reading is me calling the kettle black. The only way for me to know most of these energies in tarot is I've experienced this. I can just see the pattern. That's what tarot readers do. They see the pattern. They're like, oh, I've seen this before. Da 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 da. But this Capricorn is smart, baby. They can see and smell and feel you coming from a mile away. So I'm getting like snake energy off of this reptilian. Ooh, let me not say that. Let me not wish that on anybody. But I'm getting almost this. It's like cold-blooded. They can feel you coming. So you better come correct. But then also too, like, maybe you go out with your friends instead of going out with this person. Maybe that's what the 3 of Cups is. Maybe you go out and you start dating new people. Let's call that as the energy. Maybe you start going and meeting new people. But here's the thing. If you have not released this energy, when you start going and mingling with new people, you're going to carry that baggage into these new prospects with friends and potential other lovers. So just... everybody needs to go to their corner and heal. Everybody needs to go to their corner and heal. And everybody needs to take a time out. Y'all both got time out. In your time out, I want you to think about what you did. And when your time out is over, you can come out and you can play again. But first, I want you to go and think about what you did. Both of y'all. Stop it. We don't behave like that anymore. Okay. Woo, that sounded like a Sagittarius reading, didn't it? That took something out of me. Hold on, guys. See? Oh, that's done. All right. Oh, that felt like a Sagittarius reading. That was lively. Capricorn readings are not usually lively. I usually see them, Nine of Pentacles, I usually see them in their garden, just chilling in their house, hanging out with their dog, going and sitting on the beach, listening to live music. But no, Capricorn was like, oh, you want to read me? I'll give you something to read. All right. And then I'm laughing like a crazy person right now, too. All right. Ready? Wendy, you ready? Let's go to Aquarius. 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 I like saying Aquarius. Aquarius. I don't have a son, but I think it would be cool if I had a son named Aquarius. And I would never say his name any other way. Aquarius. Those dealing with an Aquarius, how does that Aquarius feel about you? For everybody's greatest and highest good. Remember, this does not have to be a romantic relationship. All right. Did y'all hear my voice crack? Aquarius. New worlds. This is cool. I wonder if this is real. New worlds. There are many more things for you to discover, so don't give up. Aquarius is doing their thing that they do. Just so you know. If you didn't know about what Aquarius does sometimes, is they detach. You see how this is like hard to get to? Aquarius is doing their detachment thing. It's their root chakra. Hold on. Going back to basics. Grounding. They feel like they're in somewhat survival mode. There's a couple of Aquarius energies here. For some Aquarius that you're dealing with, they need to do this. Go over there, Aquarius. Go to your she shed, go to your man cave, and you go discover some more things about yourself. Some of them need to do that. They're not necessarily doing that. Maybe they're pulling away and they're not working on themselves. But for the aware Aquarius, if you guys are connecting to an Aquarius that is somewhat aware of themselves, they're purposely saying, no, something's off, something's not right. I'm gonna need to evaluate this. And in order for me to do that, I need you to go. I need you to go, or I need my space. They just left. That's what Aquarius does sometimes when things get a little too out there. They kind of just push back. Just if you guys didn't know that, it's kind of a trait. And they can be a little odd and awkward, and as Aquarius being an air sign, for them being an air sign and air relating to communication and speaking, some Aquarius just aren't, not all, because I know an Aquarius who is a published author, but some Aquarius are not like the best communicator, especially when they're talking about their emotions, because for them to present their emotions to you raw is like is like them talking about it as soon as it downloads in their head. This Aquarius is wanting to figure out what they're feeling right now. What would this Aquarius say to you if they could put words to how they feel? What would this Aquarius say to you if they could put words to how they feel? If they're coming across, it's here. If they're coming across a little odd, awkward, disconnected, you know what they want to say to you? They want to say, I don't know how to show love. And remember I was saying earlier where I was like, especially if this Aquarius is dealing like with emotions, if they haven't had time to figure that out and put words to it, and then on top of that, make it fit in an order that is clear and concise, then it's just clear and concise, then you're just going to come out clumsy. And for a lot of Aquarius, they don't want to come out clumsy. They like being, well, shit, some of them don't even give a fuck. So hold on. So if you're dealing with an Aquarius, they just need some space right now. And they are dealing with, how do I show I care for you? How do I show I love you? Tell me more about this Aquarius energy, please. How does this Aquarius feel about the collective? One of the Aquarius is mad because I called it. I be clocking people here. But you didn't have to go for my throat chakra like that. Boo. I'm too protected for that. Ace of Wands. King of Swords in the upright. Wow, y'all see me shuffle, y'all see me twist and turn all about this deck, but it's like the only like 7 cards, the same 7 cards want to come out, and they want to come out in the same orientation. There's an Aquarius that has their eyes on you, but they don't know how. And so they're not going to. Ace of Wands, potential for action. The King of Swords, I'm just more comfortable in my head. The Knight of Wands in the reverse. So for that reason, I'm just going to stay in my head. And it's Aquarius season 2. So it's fitting for them to stay in their head. That's why so many of the other zodiac signs are in their head right now. That's why you're in your head. Overthinking and second guessing and reminiscing, and it's loud up here. It's the damn Aquarius energy. 4 of Cups in the reverse, though. They feel like they had a missed opportunity. They just I know this Aquarius better stop trying to attack my throat chakra. I know that much. They feel like they had a missed. They feel like they're gonna miss. They either feel like they've had a missed opportunity with you, or they feel like they're gonna miss their opportunity with you. And that's gonna make them act a little awkward around you. Just so you know. So if they seem aloof, yeah. That's their comfort zone. Aloofness. All right. Especially when they're feeling a little off. Okay. Aquarius. Those guys who are dealing with an Aquarius, can I get some advice for those who are dealing with an Aquarius, please? The Page of Cups. Well, if you like them, maybe you can say something about it. Maybe you can start flirting. If you came to this reading because you have an interest in an Aquarius, and maybe I said some things that you never knew about that particular sign, especially Sun or Rising. Oh, and Venus. But who knows how much of their chart you actually know. But maybe you can be the one to be like, hey, Aquarius, you want to go to Comic-Con this weekend? I don't know. I don't know what you want to do with your Aquarius, but maybe you could be the one to say something. Just for this particular energy, if you just like were confused and you felt a little giddy that I said that your Aquarius has feelings for you, and because they don't know how to express that, they're being aloof. If that made you feel happy, then just go towards the Aquarius. Just let them know everything is okay. I'm not telling you to baby nobody. Just let them know you're single, you ready to mingle. Hey, Aquarius. Hey, Aquarius, what's up? I hope that helped. We're going to move on to Pisces. I hope that helped. Hey, Aquarius. Aquarius. All right. Let's move on. Can we go to Pisces? We're about to hit 2 hours. Can we go to Pisces? Let's go to Pisces. Boss, can we go to Pisces, please? All right. Let's go Pisces. Whew. Pisces. Pisces. All right. For those who are dealing with the Pisces, it doesn't have to be romantic. How does that Pisces feel about you? For those who are dealing with the Pisces. For those of you guys who watch me on any of my videos and you see me kind of like look off to the side, I have a lot of visual stimulation in my studio. And looking at, because I pick up patterns and symbols, looking at certain things in my studio like help me. So I do like to engage. If we see each other, I'm a Scorpio rising, so I will look you dead ass in the eyes. But in here, I kind of get thoughts by looking around my studio. All right, that was for Pisces. Let's just keep that timeline for Pisces because Pisces is woo-woo as fuck, so. You're dealing with the Gemini. We'll record. Good luck. I remember that reading. I mean, rewind a little bit and strap in. All right, Pisces. How does that Pisces feel about you? Cavern of Secrets. Oh, we're starting back at the very beginning. We are just going right back to the beginning. Okay, Pisces, Aries, Aries, Pisces. I see you. Ooh-wee. Is right, Tam Tam. Okay, is it the same energy? Yes, it's the... Oh, see, I did it again. I did it again. Oh, I came back. Hi, I came back. I'm sorry. We hit 2. Anyways, I did it again where I was like this other YouTuber person who is also an Aries. I said something that person says. Anyways, yeah, it's the same thing as Aries. So just rewind and go and watch the Aries reading if you want to know how your Pisces feels about you. All right? Love you guys. No, I'm just kidding. For this, it's more about the sand than the water. Which is interesting because we're talking about Pisces, but in this particular, Pisces is wanting me to draw my attention to the sand. So Pisces is an old soul. Pisces is woo-woo. Pisces is spiritual. Some of the stuff that they say might teeter on a little bit of religious. But it's like, it's a little loosey-goosey. But Pisces is, yo, Pisces is really tapped in right now. I'm gonna be dead ass honest with you. If you are dealing with the Pisces, I don't know if you're dealing with the Pisces and if this is a romantic situation, I don't know if love is their number one priority right now. Hello. Pratt. I can't read the rest of it. Hello, Pratt. I don't think love is their main goal right now. I don't think they're opposed to it. But Pisces is trying to find their footing. Remember I said, I look at this is the same card that came out with Aries, and Aries was kind of like backing off in the shadows from something. And I was talking about how Aries is emotion filled. just like sloshing around with emotions. Aries is the same with emotions as you are if you drink too much water and then you like sit down real fast and then you can hear the water in your stomach. With Pisces, I would normally talk about that same sort of swishing around with emotions, but no. They really are trying to learn a different way of approach. And the only way for them to do that is to get their footing. This is a Pisces who is in the deep water. This is, guys, come with me. I'm going to tell you a story, okay? So imagine being in a pool or whatever, a body of water, and you're walking along into the water, and the further and further you get into the water, the higher and higher the water is, but you can still stand up, right? But then eventually you start getting to a point where you kind of are like just on your tippy toes, right? And generally Pisces is cool with the emotions. Water is emotions in tarot. But it's here, and they're trying to get their footing so that they don't drown in what they used to drown in. So they could be, I don't know if they actually are, but they could be looking at their chart. A couple of things. They could be looking at their chart and seeing what is in their like second house, like Taurus. Any of their earth signs in their chart, and seeing how they can find more grounded energy. And you know, even some of that is them going outside and being in nature a little bit more, even taking more walks, even therapy, and something about money. Okay, Pisces. Okay, Pisces, what would I just sound like Morris there. How does Morris laugh? I can't do it. Okay. I got the freckles, Morris, but I don't got the laugh. What? Hallelujah. Whoa, 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 whoa. I be getting this. Am I on the spectrum of ADD? Yes. Have I been diagnosed? No. It's a home remedy kind of thing. I see it. Pisces. What would Pisces say if they were being completely honest with themselves and you? Like, what's one thing that they would need to say to you right now? See, I'm trying to learn how to swim. No, that's not what it says. I need to heal my inner child wounds. Don't we all? Same. But I deserve love too. Pisces is trying to get their footing. They don't want the same stuff that used to trigger them anymore. They don't want to fall for it anymore. They don't want to get swept away. That's it. They don't want to get swept away anymore. And of course, just like with all of our trauma, you got to go back to the beginning. And that's what Pisces is trying to do. I already pulled this card. Where are we going? Here. Tell me more about Pisces. How does Pisces feel about this person? It's multiple people that are watching for you, Pisces. And I can't tell. And there's a whole bunch of different relationships. Like, for some of you guys, it's like family members. And for others of you guys, it's lovers. So, Spirit, can we just narrow this down and keep it as vague as we need to, but still clear and concise, all right? All right, thank you. Ten of Swords. They're not gonna go back. The Ten of Swords happens when you're like, I'm done. I'm not going back. There is no going back. There is no going back. I'm gonna be dead ass honest I'm gonna be so fucking honest with you guys. If you're wanting a reconciliation with your Pisces, go buy a lottery ticket right now. Because you might have a better chance of winning the lottery than to, in this right now energy. I'm not putting a cap on nobody's blessings, on nobody's life, but in this right now energy, I don't know. 24 and 55 are significant. See, I told you there was more than one energy that's watching this about a Pisces. One is connected to 24 and the other one is connected to 55. That's for somebody. The Hierophant, because they are trying to learn a different way of being. And I said it already. They could be going to church. They could be going to spiritual gatherings. They could be studying Akashic shit, past life regressions. Pisces is over here putting the woo in Wu-Tang. 3 of Cups. They're over here just like legit trying to fucking chill. Don't come. Oh, wait. The 3 of Cups is reconciliation. Hold on. Hey, here it is. Ready? Okay. You want the whole story? Here you go. If you want to come and approach this Pisces in any way, shape, or form, if you want a reconciliation with this Pisces in any way, shape, or form, you better come ready to provide 9 of the 10 of Pentacles. You better. Because they will not falter. They will not be shaken because they want their 10 of Pentacles, and they will. Let me tell you right now, boo, I believe in them. They will get their 10 of Pentacles. It might not be with you, though, if you're not ready to give it to them. Advice for the Pisces. If you want me to sugarcoat things, well, listen, I don't sugarcoat nothing. My years of being a baker is over. Seriously. So I'm just gonna be here with my Aries Mercury energy and tell you like it is. Especially with my Sagittarius, my Neptune is my Sagittarius and my Neptune is Sagittarius. Either way, I'm gonna tell you like it is. I'm gonna tell you what you need to hear. Speaking of what you need to hear, for those connected to a Pisces, yes. I am standing up for my Pisces family. I may not look like it, but I'm a Pisces Venus. And I don't stand for no half-ass shit. And nor should any Pisces, nor should any person out there. Breadcrumbing, we don't do breadcrumbing anymore. Not here. Advice. The 2 of Pentacles. If you multitasking, you better put one of them plates down. Pisces says, I don't share. If you multitasking, you better put one of them plates down. Also, too, you got to come with a little bit of fun and vitality. Don't just come over here trying to start a business with Pisces. You need to come and you need to make this person laugh. But then you also need to be about your shit. Okay. I hope that helped. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to go get tea and toast. Tea and toast. Love y'all. Thank you. I will see you guys soon. We're going to do a live week after next again. So make sure you have your notifications on. Everybody be safe. Have a good weekend. Stay as warm as you possibly can out there in this frigid, freezing fucking temperature. Freezing fucking. Bye, guys. I love you. Have a good day.